I want to take this time to give a shout out to one of my friends from elementary school, my sister Samantha. Hey Samantha, how you doing, girl? I want to apologize to you, Samantha, and to you, Natasha, and to all of my other Jewish brothers and sisters out there, because when I was younger, I grew up in a sheltered home, and so I did not understand what the Jewish religion was or what Hanukkah was.
Hmm.
And so I remember this one particular day, the class, this was my third grade class, we went to the library like we do every week for a special, for one of our specials. And she and I, we got up to go get a book. And I saw her and I asked her, does she celebrate Christmas? And her response was, I'm Jewish. Now, I don't know what that means. So I say, okay, do you celebrate Christmas? She looks at me weird and says again, I'm Jewish. Again, I don't know what this means. So I say again, okay, do you celebrate Christmas? She says, I'm Jewish. So I say, okay, you know what? I'm just not going to ask again because
Yeah,
obviously that means something.
people are still surprised when they find out that I celebrate Christmas too. But you see, is that I kind of got the best of both worlds because my mom's Jewish and my dad's Christian, so I got to celebrate both, which means I got 8 extra presents as well.
That is messed up.
Well,
Because,
when you're an only child, you get what you want.
see, so I envy you right now. Man, how you get a Christian and a Jewish? How does that work? How do you get a Christian and a Jewish parent? How do you get to be an only child and get
well,
everything you want?
well, you
Mama,
see,
mama, hold
see,
on a sec. Mama, daddy, I ain't saying that I wish that one of you were Jewish. And to Brian, Rachel, and Gabriel, I'm glad I got y'all. I really do. But I want stuff. I want
well,
some
you see
extra
what
presents.
happens
I
is
want
that
what I want.
my mom fell in love with a Christian and married him.
Hmm.
Just works that same way. But I do have a fun story to tell about my childhood. My mom always tried to explain to me like what Hanukkah was, and of course everybody knows Santa Claus, but we don't really have anything for Hanukkah. So my mom invented something called the Hanukkah fairy. No joke. Now the Hanukkah fairy would only appear if you couldn't see the Hanukkah fairy because like if you saw the Hanukkah fairy like the mystery would be taken away. You could never see the Hanukkah fairy just in the same way that you could never see Santa Claus. So like when it was like the first night of Hanukkah, my mom would tell me, okay, you have to go up in your room and like lock the doors and hide under your bed, and so the Hanukkah fairy can come and and they can give you presents. So what I did was I rushed up to my room really quick, locked the doors, hid under my bed, and then a couple minutes later, my mom would calm me down. But my mom was actually really clever. I give her major props for this. Kudos, mama. She opened the door and shut it really, really quick to make it sound like there was somebody who came into our house and that it was the Hanukkah fairy. So I kind of hope, I know as crazy as that sounds, I kind of hope that that's something I can pass down to my kids.
That is freaking awesome. I've got it. I give you props for that. That is so cool. Wow. But see, now you know you messed up, right?
Oh, yeah.
You messed up because now you can't let your kids listen to this episode until they get to be a certain age and you tell them that the Hanukkah fairy was really made up.
Yeah, I gotta be careful. I'll keep this in a time capsule under wraps,
Good,
and that
good.
when they're like 14, 15, they can listen to this and be
Mm-hmm.
like, this is what mommy did.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That is cool, though. That is cool. The Hanukkah fairy, man, I never would have.
People forget there's some really good food around Hanukkah time, and my favorite personally is potato latkes.
Ooh.
They actually make them here at Convo. They're called potato pancakes, but in all actuality they're latkes, and they're great with sour cream. Put a little applesauce on it too.
Mm-hmm.
Delicious.
Can you tell us about the gift exchange? Is the gift exchange during Hanukkah any different than the gift exchange during Christmas or birthdays or anything like that?
No, I mean, basically you get 8 days of presents. It really does depend on the parents. Like, if you got parents who are completely loaded, they'll give you a crap ton of presents on every day. But since I got Christmas as well, my mom just gave me a present on every night. So I had something to open up.
Okay. And is there I don't know, is there a prayer or a, I don't want to say ceremony, but
Usually,
an order along the lines of that you got to do on Hanukkah?
some people choose to do it that way, but my family, we like to keep, when we light the candles, we usually do it in the kitchen, we make sure that everything's dark, because since it is the Festival of Lights, you should be mainly focused on the lights that you are looking at and the lights that you are lighting.
I forget if you said it already, but do the candles represent anything?
The candles and the light represent how long the oil lamp lasted.
Okay, cool. Now, you said that you had a Hanukkah song for us, right?
Yes. I'm a huge Adam Sandler fan. Adam Sandler's probably one of the most famous Jews in Hollywood. And I really appreciate that he wrote a Hanukkah song that actually, it's adult primarily, but some teenagers like it. It tells about all the famous Jewish people, because people seem to think that there aren't a lot of Jews out there, but there really, really are. So he wrote this little song that talks about all the famous Jews that are in Hollywood.
Can I say something real quick before
Sure.
you sing the song? I just want to say shout out to all of my Jewish friends, all my Jewish folks, family, brothers and sisters out there. I know you guys are walking around with your heads hanging low to the ground, scraping gravel all over your faces because you think that no one notices you. I just want to say you guys are holding it down, so kudos.
Can I
Okay.
get an amen?
Amen.
Beautiful.
All right, now come over here and sing your song. All right.
Hanukkah is the festival of lights. Instead of one day of presents, we get 8 crazy nights. When you feel like you're the only kid in town without a Christmas tree, here's a list of people who are Jewish, just like you and me.
We'll fix that.
Okay. David Lee Roth lights the menorah. So do James Cong, Kirk Douglas, and the late Dinah Shore. Guess who eats together at the Carnegie Deli? Bowser from Sha-Na-Na and Arthur Fonzarelli. Paul Newman's half Jewish. Goldie Hawn's have to put them together. What a fine-looking Jew. You don't need to deck the halls or Jingle Bell Rock, 'cause you can spin the dreidel with Captain Kirk and Mr. Spock. They're both Jewish. Put on your yarmulkes, it's time for Hanukkah. The owner of the Supersonica, she celebrates Hanukkah. O.J. Simpson, not a Jew.
Yeah, right.
But guess who is? Hall of Famer Rod Carew. He converted. We got Ann Landers and her sister, dear Abby. Harrison Ford's a quarter Jewish, not too shabby. Some people think that Ebenezer Scrooge is. Well, he's not, but guess who is? All Three Stooges. So many Jews are in showbiz. Tom Cruise isn't Jewish, but I think his agent is. Put on your yarmulke, it's time for Hanukkah. So much Hanukkah to celebrate Hanukkah.
Natasha, you seriously and totally rock.
Oh, thank you. I try.
Thank you, my sister. I love you.
I love you too.
We will be right back after this short break. Happy Hanukkah. Well, thanks, Santa. You done upgraded me from a pony to a unicorn.
Well, I talked to some of your closest friends, and they said that that's what you would really want.
You talked to my closest friends?
They said they knew you quite well.
Okay, for all my folks from Perkins, from Case, from Firestone, from Yeepaw who are listening to this, I'm coming for you. But for the meantime, we will be right back after this holiday commercial break. B.I.B. Bible contains the gospel of Jesus Christ, the word that has a 24/7 time period of demon murdering power! Why am I sitting on an alligator? Where did you come from?
Why you sitting on me? Good question. Where I come from? Your mama.
Bible! Santa, I'm a young adult. What am I gonna do writing this thing?
Well, from what I understand, riding is not a smart idea. But your biggest concern is, I don't know what unicorns eat.
You're Santa, why don't you... Welcome back to the show.
Imani, where are you, you silly girl?
I'm upstairs.
Hurry up, we're all waiting on you.
I'm coming, I promise. I just don't understand what's the big deal.
Mama! Imani doesn't understand why we celebrate Kwanzaa.
Okay, Jordan. Remember, you didn't always understand our traditions either.
Yeah, remember when you had a lot of questions when you were that young too? We just had to explain it to her like we had to explain it to you.
Well, when she gets down here, we can all pitch in and tell her why it's so important that we celebrate Kwanzaa.
Even me?
Yes, even you.
I'm here now, so what's the big deal about Kwanzaa? I don't understand why we had to come all the way over here to Grandma and Grandpa's house.
Well, we're gonna help you understand it, honey.
Yes, we want you to see why this holiday is special to us. Let's see, where to begin?
Kwanzaa comes from the Swahili phrase Matunda ya Kwanzaa, meaning first fruits of the harvest.
The tradition started as a way to help African Americans reconnect with their African culture and historical heritage by uniting in meditation and study of African traditions and Nguzu Saba, the 7 principles of blackness, which Karenga said is a communitarian African philosophy.
It lasts a whole week.
A whole week?
That's right.
Do I get any presents for Kwanzaa like I do for Christmas?
Well, not exactly, Imani.
What? But all my other friends got presents yesterday.
That's because they celebrate Christmas, little sis. We celebrate Kwanzaa.
That stinks. We had to drive over 2 hours to get to Grandpa's house, and we don't even get gifts.
Oh, but Imani, you do get a gift. You get to get in touch with your heritage and go back to your African roots.
I have roots in Africa? Mommy, I thought we planted roots in the garden back at home.
No, it's not that kind of roots, Imani. See, by roots, we're referring to where we came from where our family came from.
And we came from Africa?
That's right, sweetheart.
That means somewhere we've got a family in Africa.
Cool.
It sure is, Imani. We take this entire week to reconnect with our African ancestors. We practice African traditions and cultures and celebrate who we are.
We start by lighting the kinara.
What's a kinara?
Come here. Now, do you see these candles on the center of the table?
The 7 long candles from the holder?
Mm-hmm. Well, the candle holder is the kinara. It holds all the 7 candles that we're gonna light during Kwanzaa.
How come the candles are only black, red, and green?
Well, you see the black candle there in the middle, and then the 3 green ones on the right and the red ones on the left. See, they all symbolize the African flag, or the bandera.
Oh, that's neat.
So what do you think of the Kwanzaa now, little sis?
It seems pretty cool. I can't wait until Kwanzaa comes next year.
Well, let's get through this year's Kwanzaa first, all right, Pumpkin?
Oh, okay. What do we do first?
Well, first, we have to light the candle.